Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to another segment of the replay. La Liga action this weekend. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid shorten the gap, and that is what we're talking about in this video. But first and foremost, I hope you guys had an awesome weekend, guys. Like I filled you guys in on the last video, had a ton of snow coming in. I think we're supposed to get more snow next week. But I guess it is what it is. The pros and cons of living where one lives, right? Ton of snow. I hope it was a lot better where you guys were at. And I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. Now, moving on. Real Madrid taking on Real Sociedad, at home. A tune-up right before PSG, and it was just more of a tune-up. I think deep within, I think they still believe they can win La Liga. Obviously, as a competitor, you do. But more importantly, I think having PSG here on Wednesday, this game was gonna determine how well they were gonna go into it. Were they gonna go in with some confidence? Were they going to go in playing well, or were they going to go in with another doubt in their mind, right? Losing or tying, and Zidane not knowing what pieces to use. And I personally enjoyed the players in the lineup he had out there. I think Asensio, Modric, and Kroos in the middle it worked extremely well. Lucas Vázquez out in the wing, and then you had Benzema up top and Cristiano on the other one. I believe that's how he's, if I'm not mistaken. I really, really like that lineup. Now, I know Zidane is probably going to use Casemiro as opposed to having Asensio and having more offensive play. And he's probably going to throw in Gareth Bale in there. But, excuse me. When Gareth Bale came out for Lucas Vázquez, I didn't find that they played all that well together. The whole mantra, the whole thing about the BBC, Benzema, Bale, and Cristiano being a threat looks good on paper. I can't remember the last time they actually played a full game together. Once Bale came in, I don't think they were. I think they were playing better with Lucas and Asensio. But hey, Zidane is. That's why they pay him the big bucks, and we'll see what he puts out there against PSG. But yeah, it was a thrashing. I think it was 3-0 halftime, and then ended up being 5-2. But I think what PSG is probably going to analyze is those two goals where the defense just gets caught up and kind of lackadaisical, especially on corners or free kicks or of that sort. You're going to have a lot more power, a lot more offensive power with PSG than you did with Real Sociedad. So I think PSG is well aware. Neymar and Cavani and those guys are going to take full advantage of dead balls. So it's going to be really interesting. But sticking with La Liga, Barcelona ties at home against Getafe. And 2 games in a row now that they've tied and losing 4 points out of, we've gained 2 out of 6. This just opens the doors for an Atletico side that won again. So Atletico's only, I believe, 7 points behind. So erase that video or comment or whatever I said a month ago where La Liga was over. I was obviously referring to Real Madrid winning it all. And at the time, I think Atleti was pretty far back, actually. So Atleti is closing the gap, and rightfully so, right? They only have that left. Like Real Madrid only has a Champions League left, and mathematically still La Liga, but Atleti, that's all they have. La Liga. They're out of Champions. They're out of Copa del Rey. So it would make sense for them to go all in and try to win La Liga. So yeah, they won, closed the gap to 7 points. And I believe Atleti and Barcelona play here within the next couple of weeks, maybe month. I'd have to double check on that, but it's going to be a huge game. Barcelona stumbles against Getafe, ties. And that's, before I jump to Atleti, I wanted to highlight a few things on that game because I did watch all of it. As a Real Madrid fan, you probably think, well, what the hell are you doing? But I love football, so I watched that, and I'm still not sold on Coutinho. I'm sorry. He's, aside from those 2 shots he had in the second half, early in the second half, he probably lost more balls and just looked lost than he created, right? And then Dembele came on. I think it's his first minutes in quite some time, and I think they're trying to gear him up for Chelsea, I think next week. And he didn't look any better now. I think it's understandable for Dembele to be a little slower, a little doesn't know what he's doing. Maybe he's still trying to, because he's been injured for 3-4 months, comes back, gets re-injured, and I think he's finally getting some minutes with the first team. I could be mistaken though. I think he might have played like a game and then he got hurt. But nonetheless, either of those guys failed to make an impact. Coutinho, like I said, I'm still not sold, and I know it's been maybe 4 games or so, 4 or 5. But I mean, and that's what I was alluding to in previous videos. Having a player like Messi who's all over, and Coutinho just doesn't seem to adjust, or doesn't seem to. Maybe it'll come with time, but as for now, they are losing valuable points because next week I think they go to Eibar. And the big question is, do you play the starting team or your big guys, your Suarez, your Messi, Iniesta, and so on and so forth, knowing that you have Chelsea in 3 days? Do you risk losing points in La Liga, or are you going all in? It's going to be interesting. And that's going to be it for today, guys. Let me know what you guys thought of Barcelona. Do you guys think Valverde should just ride out his A-team, or should he put in some bench players next week? What did you think of Real Madrid? And how do you see this PSG Real Madrid, really final for Real Madrid? Well, the 2 legs, but how do you guys see that playing out? Let me know in the comments. Like if you enjoyed the video, or if I rambled on, let me know. Hope you guys have an awesome day, guys. Take care and much love.